years, I watched Mariska Hargitay play Detective Olivia Benson on Law and Order SVU, paying more attention to her hairstyles than the storyline. She had the perfect hair I sought, straight and shiny, what my sisters and I called shiksa hair. Examining the cut of her brown hair with subtle highlights and the way the layers fell framing her face captivated me. And now, I had the opportunity to have hair just like Mariska's. My own dark brown wavy locks would soon be a memory. I had started my chemotherapy treatment, and it seemed the only guarantee the doctors could give me was that by the second treatment, my hair would be gone. My sister Andrea, who had a similar obsession with hair, had been researching wig suppliers. I figured when my hair fell out, I'd go to the wig store that I knew on 32nd Street. Wigs and Plus offered everything from wigs and hair pieces made from synthetic or real hair in one size fits most at affordable prices, starting at under $30. Now, watching the shoppers at the time making their selection from the array of styles, I realized that there was a certain amount of devil-may-care attitude necessary to wear a wig successfully, an attitude I lacked. Like donning a padded bra, I felt uncomfortable presenting myself falsely. So I was glad when Andrea called to say that she had made an appointment for a consultation at a Tony Madison Avenue shop. Andrea realized the importance of having a good head of hair, whether it was charged to Amex or otherwise. Now, Mr. P had been creating high-end, custom-made wigs for over 37 years, each strand of hair painstakingly knotted into a lightweight woven cap with fine netting at the edges so that it blended into where a hairline would have been. Now, the $2,700 price tag was substantially different from those at Wigs and Plus. But Andrea insisted that the wig be her gift to me. I started to balk, but she explained that it was something that she could do to make her feel less helpless, something I could relate to. Mr. P was an older man with thinning gray hair who still looked suave in his expensive-looking suit with a scarlet handkerchief poking out of his breast pocket. He buzzed with nervous energy, already engaging in his sales pitch as he ushered us into his office.
Did you see my receptionist? Beautiful girl, isn't she? Did you see her hair? She's one of our clients. That hair, one of ours.
Mr. P darted around the office, talking feverishly about when I was starting chemo, when I would need the wig, what the process would involve. He lost me. I looked at Andrea when he stepped away to find a video he was intent on showing us and whispered to her, "You gotta get this guy to cut to the chase. I can't sit through a video about hair." Relying on her corporate professionalism, Andrea interrupted.
Excuse me, but we really will have to forgo the video. Can you just give us the short version?
Oh, sure. Step right over here.
He directed us to seats in front of a vanity and pulled from a drawer a gray lump of hair that resembled a small dead animal. He clipped the tuft onto his head and began smoothing over some of his remaining strands so that it blended in with his own, giving him a nice, full head of hair. Impressive.
Could you tell? Did you know that I once worked on Frank Sinatra for over 25 years? He was one of my biggest clients.
I wondered if Frank had to sit through the video. Next, he matched my hair color and picked a lighter tone for highlights, while explaining everything from caring for the wig to keeping it on my head using tape. The information was going over my soon-to-be bald head. Despite my baffled look reflected in the mirror, he was going on about how he was the personal trainer for hairdresser for some king.
I was flown to Morocco every 2 weeks on King Hassan II's private jet. Talk about commuting.
He rambled on while taking my head measurements. I didn't really care. I just wanted it done. But then he mentioned something that got my attention.
Did you ever watch Law and Order?
Yes?
Well, I've done wigs for Mariska Hargitay and Chris Maloney, the guy who plays her partner.
I gasped and turned to Andrea amazed. Well, I have a picture of Mariska with the hairstyle I want for the wig.
Good. Did you know that she was in the car when her mother, Jane Mansfield, was killed in the accident? I know Mariska. She lives 2 blocks from here.
I looked at Andrea suddenly, thinking that this guy must be nuts. Could it have been possible that Mariska was in the car as he said? Turns out, it was true. He finished up by taking photos of my current hairstyle, at one point having me face the wall to shoot the back of my head.
Smile.
As we walked to the subway, I grew excited about my new hair. In just 2 weeks, my own hair would be a distant memory. But in its place, I would have something I always wanted. I would walk down the street, casually swinging my shiny, straight, shiksa hair.